back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. And if you're one of my beautiful returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for your friendship. Thank you for your support of me and of this channel. I'm sorry, my voice is a little crackly, I realize. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate your presence here. I appreciate you guys coming back and for talking to me in the comments section, for reaching out to me on Etsy, for finding me on Instagram. You guys are amazing and you've become such an important part of my soul family. I appreciate you so much, so thank you for being here with me. And if you found yourself here for the very first time, welcome, join us. We have the best group of people here in the whole wide world, so please join us. Pull up a chair, grab yourself a cup of tea, and we'll have a little bit of a chat because we're all friends when we gather here at the Tarot Cottage. Today's pick a card reading is an urgent message from your soulmate. What are they dying to say to you? What are they bursting at the seams to get off of their chest? And maybe they can't for whatever reason. Maybe it's a no contact. Maybe you're in separation right now. Maybe they just have a lot of fear. Maybe you're with them and they just have a lot of fear to express themselves. But this is an urgent message from them. What are they bursting at the seams? What are they dying to say to you? We have 3 piles for you to choose from today. We're using points today. So the first pile has this, I don't even know, I think that's a black obsidian point actually on the Romance Tarot. We have pile number 2 with the Sante Morte Book of the Dead Tarot with the rose quartz. And we have pile number 3 with this beautiful piece of citrine on the Northern Animal Tarot. So whichever pile or piles or maybe points are calling out to you, just know there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit. You can even be drawn to multiple piles. There may be messages waiting for you in multiple piles as well. My timestamps are listed below, and I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Again, we're looking at an urgent message from your soulmate. What are they dying to say? Hello everyone, in pile number 1 you were drawn to the black obsidian point or to the Romance Tarot, and this is your reading. An urgent message from your soulmate. We're going to be pulling tons of message cards, and actually I got a request to pull more handwritten message cards, so I'm going to be pulling a bunch of those today. The person that you think your soulmate may be, what is an urgent message that you have waiting for you from them? What are they dying to say to you? Sorry if that's loud if you're wearing earphones. What are they dying to say to you? 5 of Cups. Whew. In this picture, you can see 2 women fighting over 1 man. There's a lot of regret, potentially because of a choice that they may have made in the past recently or in the very far off past, depending on your situation. The 5 of Cups does speak about regret and looking into that regret and thinking about that regret and kind of torturing myself potentially with that regret, instead of seeing that maybe there's more here, maybe there's more to the story. It's like they're really stuck in that past and stuck in that moment in time where they may have made a big choice or a big decision that didn't work out the way that they hoped. We have the Moon. What are they dying to say, please? What are they dying to say to group 1? What are they dying to say? The 8 of Cups. Yes, they made a bad choice. They walked away potentially without saying a word about how they felt, or they walked away from you when they should not have walked away from you. But there's a lot of regret associated with how they're feeling. This 8 of Cups talks about potentially being in a situation now where they would have to remove themselves in order to fulfill themselves emotionally as well. We have the Page of Pentacles. They're dying to talk with you. Period. Page of Wands back of deck. They're dying to express themselves. It's like knowing what they know now. Hindsight is 20/20, but knowing what they know now, it's like they're dying to express themselves. They're dying for a fresh beginning or a fresh opportunity with you. With that Page of Pentacles. They don't feel like they have a lot to offer still, though. They feel like, in your opinion, you may look at them as someone who doesn't have a lot to offer. Could be financially based. This person could feel like they don't physically have enough. We also have the Judgment card here. And we have the 4 of Wands. That hindsight that it said comes in 2020 has really taught them a lot. They've learned harsh lessons because of this connection. And part of the lesson is that, you know, sometimes we don't know what we have until it's gone. This Four of Wands is talking about twin flame relationships, this couple that are walking through this gateway. It's a doorway into the future, but they have to reflect upon the choices that either led to this with someone else, for you or them potentially, or is sort of the benchmark of their failure. This decision that they made, this regret from the past, is the benchmark of their failure when it comes to you. And the Judgment card is all about reflecting upon everything. And again, torturing themselves potentially with all of that judgment. Judging themselves, judging the situation. Still a desire for more. A desire to try again too. The Fool at the back of the deck. They feel like a literal fool, I think. And it's like they're happily stepping into that. It's like they really want to admit their wrongdoings. This person's not holding back. They're not they're seeing things clearer than they used to. What are they dying to say? We have the Devil reversed. Interesting. Very interesting. Sexual thoughts of you that run through their mind with that Devil reverse. She is a very seductive character all in of herself. Capricorn is the ruler of this card. I know that a lot of Capricorns don't like being associated with the Devil, but there's a lot of like attraction and fiery feelings and energy surrounding this card, especially in the reverse position. It does talk about someone who wants a freedom from what they've been pushing down inside of themselves. And it talks about physical, sexual desires that they're having towards you. Again, wanting to communicate with you, Ace of Pentacles, and seeing you as someone who has a lot of value. What are they dying to tell you? What are they dying to say? We have the King of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I often associate it with a lot of Sagittarius energy. Again, next to this Devil reversed. They're not, if they're in another situation, even if they're not being fulfilled by that situation. In a physical sense, in a passionate type of sense, they're not being fulfilled. And what they really want to say is that they want to pursue you physically, sexually. They're like very much focused right now. They're dying to kind of express themselves in that way. I feel like they maybe didn't get an opportunity to perhaps express themselves to you in that way in the past. And now they're like, I've grown up. I've recognized where I went wrong. I want to show you how much I've grown up as well. They do feel sort of limited to what they're able to do, though. We have the Eight of Swords showing itself right now at the back of the deck. They held themselves back in the past. They may still be doing so in the present as well. If we make something enough of a habit, it becomes a part of our personality that the universe has to contend with at that point. What are they dying to say? They're definitely taking responsibility and saying that they put themselves in this position. We have the High Priestess. They're ready to share their inner world with you. Two of Wands back up deck with the Seven of Cups. And you can see it's like they're preparing. It's like they're making preparations for more. They're making preparations potentially to reach out to you and share some of what's inside of themselves. This High Priestess is our inner wisdom that we carry, secrets that we don't share. She doesn't like sharing her emotions, but she uses all of the information that she's gained to her benefit, to improve her situation, hopefully, in the future. And with this Page of Pentacles, with this Two of Wands, they could be gearing up here. There's the Nine of Swords, though. They're nervous about it. They could be gearing up here to reach out to you, or making plans to reach out, trying to bolster their own confidence, because there is an indicator that they don't know how you feel after this, after what happened in the past, especially if they made choices that were not you. They don't know how you're feeling. So I feel like they're going to come in with a lot of compliments, a lot of, and I want to say kissing your ass a little bit here, because they're really nervous about your perception of the whole situation. What are they dying to say? Group 1. I feel like they're dying to express themselves physically. We have romantic feelings. These feelings are real and they're worth exploring. And I feel like that word exploring is really important with this King of Wands present, because they want to explore you and they want you to explore them. They want masks to come off that have been potentially in this connection for a while. Finances and career are a factor right now. I said a little bit earlier that I feel like they may feel like they have a little bit of a lack in their finances, and that's a bit of an embarrassment to them, and I feel like that's something that they would want to hold back. We do have codependent, and the devil is here. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. There's a bit of an obsession quality with the devil. There's a bit of a maybe too focused on this. Perhaps you monopolize their mind. What are they dying to say? Oops. Solitude. She's holding that little broken heart. There's a loneliness about this card. And all of these dolls, it looks like dolls and a bird that isn't flying. It's like all of these missed opportunities, perhaps in your youth, that they didn't take advantage of, has led to a real loneliness of the soul for them. We have the body. Sandra Scissor knows the body. This is a sexually charged card about desire, about lust, about physical fulfillment, which is what they're very much focused on right now. Let's get some message cards for you. We're going to use a couple of decks, and then we're going to use a bunch of my written cards as well. Already falling out. I do want us to be in a relationship. I do want this connection with you, and I feel like they've wanted that for a while. The thought of explaining myself and apologizing scares me. I don't want to see the pain I've caused in your eyes, potentially because they made other decisions in the past that were not you, which is why now they're worried about your feelings towards them. They're very unsure about how you perceive the situation. Lots of regret. I regret walking away from you. I know more than you think. So they could be keeping tabs on you, keeping tabs on your social media if you have it. Mutual friends potentially as well. I feel very grateful for you. I have a lot of gratitude for you coming into my life in the first place. Some of these lessons that they've had to learn have been very necessary ones. Just wait on me. Please don't give up on me. I feel like they are in the planning phase right now, trying to bolster their courage, trying to make a plan of action towards you that looks good, looks good enough that you won't like slam the door in their face. I don't want to hide this connection anymore. Let's use this dark pink and purple, pink and orange deck. What are they dying to say to group 1, please? Where have you been? You have been absent from them or from their experience. Definitely feels like a separation here that may have lasted a while. I have a lot of distractions in my life right this moment. The biggest one I feel like is you. Have you moved on? Have you given up on the idea of this connection? You make me weak everywhere. That King of Wands, that fiery energy of the King of Wands is really speaking out in this pile. I'm trying to make sense of it all. Please give me time. I feel like they have had time. I feel like that knowledge of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas came in a while ago. I feel like they've been sitting on this information. I don't think I can do this anymore. The disconnect, and also you don't see it, but I think you are perfect. Back of this deck says, unfinished business, we do need to talk. Use some of these cards from Honest Love Tarot. Please check out their tarot channel. Beautiful soul over there at Honest Love Tarot. Great messages from Edgar. What are they dying to say? I do want to grow old with you. But I am afraid of where this is going to lead us down. I'm afraid of perhaps even repeating past mistakes. It says, I can't feel your love anymore. The Queen of Swords potentially is what that might represent. It's what I'm really resonating with it right now. It's this sense of separation. Maybe you cut them off. And also that confusion about how you're feeling and the anxiety surrounding how you're feeling. Worried about losing that connection. I'm waiting for the right time. But just like everything in life, you know, there is no perfect time where everything will fall perfectly into place. We just have to risk it. You know, it's like anything, having a baby, getting married, jumping into it. You just have to risk it sometimes. You give me a heart on. This one makes me laugh. I told Edgar that. This one makes me laugh. Very cheeky. Again, very sexually charged. Coming up over top of that position of the King of Wands. I ruin everything I touch. This person has a self-deprecating point of view. They don't feel like they have enough to offer to the world, to you. I'm tired of holding back, though. Tired of this separation. Tired of not connecting with you. A few more messages here. What are they dying to say? What are they dying to tell you? I want to be your knight in shining armor. I want to save you. I want to be your everything. I want you to look at me like I am abundant and attractive. And yet they don't feel that way. You know, they feel very self-deprecating. They don't see themselves as a prize. You give me an indescribable feeling. I try not to miss you, and I wish that I was better at it. I have never been the same since meeting you. The back of this deck says, you make me want to be at my best, because that's what you deserve. That's what they consider you to deserve, is to be at their very, very best. Let's end with some of my Cottage Divine Masculine Love Oracle. If you're interested in this deck, you can find the link below. Please don't give up on us. And for many of you, I mean, this is a general reading, so it cannot, resonate with every single person. But for many of you, they are making plans. They're nervous about it. But I feel like the passion inside, that King of Wands, they're not even showing themselves as the Knight of Wands. They're not showing themselves as the Page of Wands. They show themselves as the King of Wands. It's that passion that's giving them enough confidence to come forward. I'm a different person than you remember. I have grown. I have matured. I wish that I had fought harder for us in the past. The longing eats away at me. I do not know how to fix everything now. And I feel stuck. It's a prison of their own design, though. It's their own restrictions plaguing their mind with these thoughts. That they can't give you what you need, that they're not enough. I am sick of no contact, though, is at the back of that deck. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group number 1, an urgent message from your soulmate. What are they dying to say in the bowl? Woo! Oh, you know, we have a lot going on here, but I'm going to take them, all of them, the 4 of these. And the reason is because I just spied that 6 of Cups reversed and the Wheel of Fortune. Because as much as this feels like a fated connection to this person, and it does, and it feels like a soulmate connection with the 6 of Cups, in the reverse, the 6 of Cups really talks about feeling like I have unrealistic expectations. It's like I feel stuck in the past, and I want to remove myself from that mentality. Like, I don't want to feel this way. With the 8 of Swords, it's like a revelation coming in. But I almost feel like that expectation of like, I'm living in the past, there's nothing between us, all of those negative thoughts that they're freeing themselves of, I feel like it's a negative, it's like a scapegoating situation. Like they're convincing themselves that they're stuck in the past, but when in truth, that connection is there. That connection is real. That connection is profound. We have the Wheel of Fortune right next to it to prove that it's a divinely guided connection. And they should be trusting that intuition instead of trusting the fear inside their mind that speaks all of these quote unquote truths to them, because they might be in a limiting self ideology. I don't know if that's the right way to put that. They have a limiting self beliefs about themselves. I should pull this out so it's easier. Group 1, please. We have the letter D. We have the letter F. We have the stethoscope, which could be a blocked heart chakra or a medical connection. We have friend and sport. So, you know, I'm trying to be a good sport. I'm trying to be a really good friend. There is this message coming through that they may say things to themselves like nice guys finish last. They may say things like that, which of course is not a reflection of the truth. We have S here. We have Jesus in the bowl here, the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So it could be that they want to pour their heart out to you. They want mercy from you as well. There could be a Catholic connection as well. We have the horse, which is a symbol of the chariot for me. And the chariot represents Cancer energy, but also represents a decision that honestly has already been made emotionally in our heart. We just need the courage to go after what we want. We have the hot air balloon, wanting to move this into calmer places, and the need to elevate above our emotional responses, elevate ourselves so we can see things clearly. All right, group 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with your situation. And if it did, I would love to hear your story in the comment section. If you do leave me a comment, be sure to subscribe and like this video and hit the notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me on a monthly basis. I offer this. That kind of was a trail-on sentence. I have already notified this month's winner, and I'm just waiting to hear back from them. So if you have dropped me a line, then please be sure to check that comment because I may have responded to you. But if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and drop me a comment so I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can check me out on Instagram, where I offer a chance to win a free mini read on a monthly basis. And you can check out my Etsy shop. A lot of people have been going there and it's been empty because it's been selling out so quickly. But I have been staggering my release time so that more people get an opportunity to get a reading. So keep checking back and reach out to me on Etsy and I can help you sort of navigate their system, because I cannot hold slots through their platform, unfortunately. But I hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day today. Take care. Hello, group number 2. You were drawn to this beautiful rose quartz point. Let's see if I can slip it in here without knocking everything down. Sort of. No, I can't do it. We'll put that bad guy there. And this is your reading. An urgent love message from the soulmate on your mind today. What are they dying to say to you? What are they dying to express to you? What are they bursting at the seams to say to you right this moment? We have the Tower and the Magician showing themselves to me. Communication could mean destruction, could mean chaos for some of you. Always remember that this is a general reading, and if it doesn't resonate with you, you can try a different pile or maybe a different video. So, what are they dying to say? What are they dying to express to you, group number 2? We have the Emperor coming out, so Taurus energy. You could be a Taurus or they could be a Taurus. This is the divine masculine. Could be that this person has a hard time maybe showing their emotions sometimes when it comes to you. We have the Hierophant and the Knight of Wands. The Hierophant is, again, Taurus energy, and we have the Knight of Wands, which is fire. What are they dying to say? They could be, and I mean, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but they could be in a position where they're in some sort of situation that stops them from pursuing you, because we have the Knight of Wands, who really wants to act in the heat of the moment, really wants to kind of pursue the present moment. But this Hierophant is kind of blocking him. He's like, whoa, you've got duties, buddy. You got responsibilities. You can't just go flitting about and, throwing yourselves into situations like this, because you don't know what the consequences are going to be. There could be something stopping them. 7 of Cups. They really want to know how you're feeling as well. I just saw the 9 of Cups too, because you are a wish come true. Oh, they want to let you know that they dream of you. We have the World coming out with the King of Swords, Libra energy, very strong, and the 9 of Pentacles. Back of the deck. That 9 of Pentacles is talking about how much they value you, how much they value your appearance. Specifically, I have to say that they are valuing your appearance and how you look. They think you're a very attractive person. It also could speak to their position as well, because they seem a little bit confused. It's like they have a lot of options too in the present, and they feel a little bit confused and kind of torn between perhaps their responsibilities, their roles in life, and this connection too. So it could be that they really have a fear of being judged, or they really value people's opinions of them, or their reputation is really important to them. The World with the King of Swords. They want to speak their mind to you. They have things that they want to get off their chest. Some of them might even be harsh truths with this King of Swords, because he does not mince words. It's like, I've been thinking about this. I've been ready and waiting to share my thoughts. And there's something about unfinished business or closure that's needed here. What are they dying to say, please? Can we clarify the Emperor? Too many, Spirit. We'll put. Two of Pentacles. They're juggling a lot of responsibilities. They could even be like someone who owns their own business or something, or, the Two of Pentacles talks about imbalances and trying to maintain balances through the highs and lows of life. And sometimes it's a card of choice. Sometimes it's a card of decision. And I see this Emperor here with a lot of responsibilities. So they could have a decision to make between those responsibilities and you. And those responsibilities can mean many, many things to many people. And because this is a general reading, I can't narrow it down to one specific thing. For some of you, it very well could be a family though. So please take that as it resonates. The 8 of Swords back of back of deck does signify that they feel trapped or stuck, unable to share their truth for some reason. It's not a physical prison. We have the Devil coming out on a sideways angle along with the Chariot. Together, these two cards, neither reversed nor upright. I'm going to put them in the upright just for ease of execution. But it's like an indecision. Oftentimes the Chariot, especially in the upright for me, really speaks about a decision that's been made. Emotionally, it's made. In this case, I feel like it's more confusing than that. I feel like they can't make a decision one way or another because it seems too final. The Devil on its side means that they're obsessed with you, physical, sexual attraction that they want to wield, but it also can be a reflection of them being, again, stuck in some sort of situation that they can't remove themselves from, or they're not prepared to remove themselves from. Because we can't forget about the traditional Rider-Waite Devil and how those two characters that are quote-unquote trapped, those chains are pretty loose around those necks. They could actually remove them if they chose to remove them. So this person's a little bit indecisive as far as what they're, I'm sorry, my throat is completely closing up. Excuse me. A little bit indecisive as far as what they're prepared to do, or if they have the strength to remove themselves from situations, to approach you. What are they dying to say? Sometimes when I've been doing readings where I talk a lot, let's be honest, I talk a lot. So my throat will just say, I'm done. That's it. 7 of Wands coming out here, showing itself with the Ace of Swords. The 7 of Wands under the 7 of Cups, they want to clear up all the confusion, but they feel like it's a difficult challenge to get to that point of being able to be clear and honest and open. this Seven of Wands can look really scary from far away with that skull imagery in the trees. But if we tackle the obstacles step by step, inch by inch, we're going to make it to that clearing before we know it. These are obstacles that we are meant to push through, that we have the power to push through. This person doesn't know if they have the strength yet. The Ace of Swords, though, tells them that, you know, the truth will set them free. The clarity is part of the obstacle, not being able to see things clearly. But I feel like that's coming in the future. What are they dying to say? They definitely want to speak their truth with you, though. King of Swords, Ace of Swords, they want that truth to lead to something more, lead to a new beginning, potentially. Nine of Wands. Back of the deck is the Six of Wands, which has been showing up for me so much lately. And this Ten of Cups. Oh, Ten of Swords reversed underneath that Ten of Cups. There's an interesting message coming with these two cards. I'm a little bit hesitant even. You know, this Ten of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. And that could be what they want to, you know, speak to you about, is that they want victory with you. They want this with you, this Ten of Cups. They see their emotional fulfillment within you. This Ten of Swords reversed, it does talk about sort of speaking our truth. A new start, recovery after giving up, a recovery after giving up. It can mean also that, you know, there needs to become an end potentially to some sort of situation to start this ball rolling. This King of Swords may have been waiting for a while for someone to kind of come in and do the dirty work, but now it's like I'm taking the reins here, because this Nine of Wands talks about longevity too. Talks about how I've been feeling this way, maybe hesitating a little bit too long. It's a burden upon them. Six of Wands, back of deck, they want victory. They want a fresh start. They want new beginnings. They want fresh opportunities. They want to make up for lost time as well. What are they dying to say to you? Passion. They're dying to express their passion. This Knight of Wands, it doesn't care about the consequences of that act. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. They want to charge in with this energy in the present. But the problem is that he's so kind of reckless sometimes with his actions that it leads to it's leading to confusion. It's leading to indecision. I just saw children as well. Your love life is being affected by children, so please take that as it resonates as well. And we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in this connection and in your love life. Again, longevity, they've been waiting for this. Deception, someone's been wearing a false mask in this relationship as well. Let's get some message cards here. I'm going to do some of my decks, but I'm also going to use a lot of handwritten messages because I had a request for that recently in the comment section, and I do aim to please. So let's get some messages from this person. What are they dying to say to you? I'm severing ties with a karmic partner. That could be the dissolution of this situation that I was talking about, that I was hesitant to say. Sometimes I get people in the comment section who will scold me for my intuition. I know more than you think. Watching you, keeping tabs on you. They know your situation, even if it's in no contact. I am manifesting this connection, and there's that Magician. Underneath all of this, underneath the fresh starts, underneath the hope for more and emotional abundance is the Magician, is, you know, the reason why we create everything. I can tell you don't trust me, and I want to change that. That Knight of Wands is sometimes not very trustworthy. Maybe that's why they're presenting themselves as the King of Swords in the future. They're telling you that they've grown up. Maybe they acted in the past in ways that made you second guess them, or made you doubt their intentions. And they're letting you know now that they've grown, they've learned, and they're ready to be honest. I just saw, I regret walking away from you. Even though we're not together, I just can't see myself letting you go. It's pretty difficult to sever a tie with a soulmate connection. Whoops. I'll try that again. Spirit is too many. What are they dying to say to you right now? Telepathically communicate with me. You may be having dreams about this person and you may be wondering why. It could be because they are actually conjuring you up with some of their intense thought of you. We have, I'm being subliminal with how I feel about you. Not sharing it. And I was looking at that Six of Wands. You know, it's like this character is like wearing this beard and a mask. He's kind of this mysterious character amongst all of this victory and celebration. And I feel like this person feels like that. Like they feel like an imposter. They feel like they're wearing masks and not being honest. They feel like an imposter in their own situation. Let's get some messages. What are they dying to say? I wish that we could turn back time. I wish that things were different. They're really sad too about the length of time, I feel too, that it's taking. I imagine a future with you. I want to focus on that. I want victory in this area. I want emotional abundance. I want fresh beginnings. Soulmates, is that what this is? This may not be the type of person that thinks in the realm of soulmates, potentially. I can still hear your laugh. You may be the more spiritually guided person in this connection, but there's something special about you that makes them wonder. You don't see it, but I think that you are perfect. Two here. Have you forgotten all about me? And forgive me. Would you forgive them? Would you forgive this person? We have wake up call on the back of this deck. So you walking away potentially was the wake up call that this person needed. What are they dying to say, please, Spirit? It says there's someone else. This will not resonate with everyone. For some of you, it will resonate because we did get that really strong sense of a decision and a choice. And oftentimes, you know, a choice is easier to make when there's no one else involved. I'm weighing out my options. That is the Two of Pentacles, weighing out the options, the pros and cons. Maybe this person's a really practical person. Maybe they are a Taurus. You know, they like to plan things. It says, don't you worry. I'm coming though. I want clarity. I want closure. I want more. And it's like they can't rest with this Nine of Wands until that happens. It's like they can't move forward. I'm being pulled in two different directions. Confusion. What are they dying to say? I'm tired of holding back. And I want to look you in the eyes. Oh, I want honesty. And that's, you know what, that almost made my heart melt a little bit here. Back of deck says, I know that I hurt you. And they have the I'm sorry card out as well. So they are recognizing the pain that they may have caused you. What are they dying to say for two, please, Spirit? I have some growing up to do. I feel like they've had some growing up to do. I believe our souls are old friends, and they're asking, you know, is this a soulmate connection? You're well aware of that soulmate connection. They may be just opening up to the idea of it. I am wearing a mask in life. I don't know how you feel, and that really plagues them. Whoops, I lost on the floor. Two on the floor, actually. I'm being driven by my responsibility. We could have had it all together. I feel like they still think you could, though. I feel like they envision that. They visualize victory. You'll never know how beautiful you are to me. What are they dying to say, please? It says, I'm losing hope. It did come out in the reverse position. I don't often read these in the reverse. But I feel like this person's, you know, it's the highs and lows of life. They're dealing with that. We've seen the Two of Pentacles in multiple forms here. So they are sort of, their energy towards you, their confidence towards you, even sometimes their anxiety towards the situation. It's a sort of ever rising and falling like the tides. I'm watching from the outside. I'm keeping tabs on you. I can't come forward right now. But I do want a new beginning. So they're being held back by their responsibilities. For many of you, there very well could be a marriage of some kind in the works here. I don't know how to tell you the truth. Again, it won't be for everyone. Whoops. Explosion. Has too much time passed? Have I waited too long? Back of the deck says, you sent me mixed signals in the past. Perhaps they didn't act because of those mixed signals, or that's the excuse that they're using right this moment. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group 2. Love message from your soulmate. What are they dying to say to you right now? Love message from your soulmate. What are they dying to say? Hermit. 2 of Cups. The High Priestess. High Priestess are things that she holds onto information that she knows to be true. She sits on that wisdom. She doesn't often share her emotions, and this could be how this person treated this connection in the past. There is definitely a sense of feeling lost and lonely. The Hermit doesn't always mean loneliness to me, but in the reverse, he really does. And there is a feeling of stagnancy about him. Like they feel lost and they don't know how. It's like they don't have a compass anymore. They feel stuck in their situation. The 2 of Cups in the future position may not be a reflection of your connection at all. It could be a reflection of your connection if they don't get themselves out of this situation. You know, it could be that, you know, there'll be a separation of this soulmate energy. There will be a separation of this connection that is so profound. But this could also be a literal depiction of what needs to happen in order to create abundance in your connection. They may have to actually separate from a current partner. So please take that as it resonates. Again, it will not be a message for everyone. It can just really reflect their feelings of isolation. And because the current energy affects the future so profoundly, if we maintain this Hermit, this loneliness, this sense of separation, this feeling of being stuck in the present, we're going to carry into the future these feelings of separation. We have Friend. We have Anne. So it could have been more than friendship that should have evolved here. We have Y and C, or G, I'm sorry, and B. We have the Measuring Cup. The Measuring Cup talks about our perspective, whether things are half full or whether they're half empty. We're going to be right in that. We also have, a Capricorn in the Bull. We have Aquarius in the Bull as well. We have baby feet. Children could be a factor in your life or in this connection in some way. We have the healing star energy of the starfish, healing ourselves from within, from loss. The Ice Pick, a concern about perhaps how you're going to receive them, how you perceive the situation. Could even be a reflection of how they sort of personify this connection in their everyday life. They may be very cold about it. They may not share a lot of details with anyone in their experience. The Little Heart. We have the Sewing Machine for mending and sort of like responsibilities and duties here. We have the Leaf here of change. And just like the leaf, just like the changing season, change is inevitable. We all fear it, but it's the only constant we can really depend upon. We have the Moon with the little star. Somebody is kind of scared to hope, fearful of hoping. All right, group number 2, that's what I have for you today. A love message from your soulmate. What are they dying to say? If this resonated with you, I would love for you to please like this video. It really helps me to bring more content to you. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell as well. And drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win my free reading on a monthly basis. I've contacted this month's winner. I'm just waiting to hear back from her. So if you've dropped me a comment, be sure to go back and check it out to see if I've responded to you, because that's my way of notifying you. So be sure to hit those notification bells so that I can get a hold of you if you win. You can check out my Instagram too, because I offer a chance to win a free mini read over there. You can check out my Etsy account for a personal reading. And a lot of people have been going there and it's been empty because I've been selling out so quickly every day, but I am updating it daily. So keep checking back or drop me a line on Etsy and I can try to help you to nab a reading. I would really love to read for you. But I really also hope that you would come back here and visit me and all of our friends here at the Tarot Cottage. And I hope that you have a beautiful day today. Take care. Hello everybody, in group number 3, you were drawn to this beautiful piece of citrine, and this is your reading. Whoops. The person on your mind, your soulmate, an urgent message from them. What are they dying to say to you? Group 3. What are they dying to get off of their chest? 9 of Pentacles, potentially dying to get it off for a while here with that 9 of Pentacles, because it talks about growth and ascension. It talks about somebody who values what you bring to the table as well. Ace of Pentacles. What are they dying to say to you? Thank you, Spirit. 8 of Swords. Woohoo. The World reverse. So they definitely feel like there are some unfinished business here when it comes to the two of you. We have 9 of Swords. And the idea of kind of getting a chance to mull things over both excites them, but also fills them with a little bit of dread and anxiety. I feel like the way that things are sitting between the two of you makes them lose a bit of sleep. It definitely makes them feel uneasy. Can we clarify the 9 of Pentacles, please? What are they dying to say? We have the 8 of Cups reversed. They want you to know that they have learned from the past with that 8 of Cups reversed. They've learned from past mistakes. They've grown. They've matured. They perhaps didn't see things clearly in the past. 10 of Wands. And now that knowledge of everything they've learned, it's kind of a bittersweet type of mentality, because they're happy that they've gained insight, but at the same time it's become a burden on them. It's like they want to share what they've learned. They want to share with you their knowledge of their own mistakes. Clarify the 8 of Swords, please. What are they dying to say? Thank you. The Chariot with the Emperor. Oh, Taurus energy, very strong. Cancer as well. 7 of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the Queen of Cups. The beautiful Queen of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles here. 2 of Pentacles. There is a message coming through that some of you watching may actually have children. So please take that. It's not for everyone, but you may be a parent. Because I feel like you're juggling a lot of responsibilities. I feel like you have a lot going on in your life too. They may be very much aware of what's happening with you if they're keeping tabs on you. There is this idea of permanency about how they feel though. They do have, it almost feels unconditional love that they would feel for you. They are sort of representing this as sort of a missed opportunity to find their soulmate. And I say a missed opportunity because we have the Queen of Cups here, who can be considered the divine feminine, alongside that King of Cups. And then we have the Emperor, who is the divine masculine. But it's like my decision, I'm stopping myself from going after what I want, for going after my my emotional fulfillment, because the Chariot talks about an emotional decision that's been made, but the Chariot's not allowing them to make it. It's like they want, it almost looks like he's holding an egg or the world in his hands, or his little hoof there. But then the bird's sitting on it, so it can't go into motion. It's like I'm not allowing myself, because I've got duties, I've got responsibilities, I've got burdens on my shoulders that hold no space for this other person at this time. It's like they have to wait. Could be because of a foundation being built. Or position potentially as well with the 9 of Pentacles, because sometimes this 9 of Pentacles, you know, there's been growth, there's been ascension, and a lot comes with that growth and ascension. It talks about people being worried about their appearances, being worried about their reputation. They've gained perhaps a lot of respect from people. And that respect can come in many different forms. It can come in a love type environment or a work environment. At any rate, they seem worried about losing people's respect, potentially. But in the midst of all this, it's still a burden upon them, because they're worried that they're losing your respect or your love, which is the most abundant thing that they can think of. They really have a lot to get off of their chest here with the World reversed. They feel like there's been missed opportunities, delays and issues and problems that this keep prohibiting them from coming forward. In reality, with the Eight of Swords, you know, the Eight of Swords, this person is blinded, can't recognize that if they just took the blindfolds off, they're not actually trapped. They feel like they are. It's like they pass the buck and they blame everything but themselves for the delay in the contact or for the delay in the unfinished business being wrapped up. But when in reality, I feel like they have put themselves in this position. They've put themselves willingly into this position. But they do have a lot of regrets. They do want to make amends when it comes to you. And they've learned a lot. And they want to communicate that with you. It almost even feels like, because it's interesting to me that it's almost like they want to have a practical conversation. It's like they want to have a practical conversation that they hope will clear the air. But it could be because they're just a practical person. There's very strong earth energy here. So they could be a Taurus, just very practically based. What are they dying to say, please? They definitely want to speak with you, and it would be such a valuable opportunity for them. But there could also be, and I'm sensing this for potentially, again, this won't resonate with everyone, but there could be a situation where both of you have deep roots right now in the present. You could both have started foundations. Here with the Two of Pentacles, juggling that. Because look at these two trees. It's like both these two trees are holding on to this opportunity, onto this potential. There's the Three of Swords. Juggling that, we'd have to, you know, tear those two trees down, resulting in pain. So it could be that both of you have moved on into other connections at this time. Again, that will not resonate with everyone because this is a general reading, but both of you may have. And that could be the burden. That could be what holds you back, which is why you're so sort of far off from each other. And there's a necessity to the patience. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. They really want to express to you that they didn't expect their life to go like this. Like, it's like this is not what was in the plan for them. This is not where they thought everything would go when it came to you in this connection. They had better intentions than this, and they want you to know that. They also didn't realize what they had until you had walked away. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this connection. Back of the deck is trust, though. This situation is calling you to have faith. And the Seven of Pentacles does speak about patience to reap the benefits of what we've already sown. It's kind of like our higher self looking down at us and saying, you know, these are the lessons you have. These are the lessons you need. And there is a perfect plan in place for this connection. And there's a sense of patience that is required and necessary. I almost get the sense that this isn't completely 100% over, even though a lot of you may feel like it is. Woo. We have the eye that just showed itself. They're watching you. They want to let you know that they have their eye on you. What are they dying to say? The Cauldron. They're making plans. And there's also this message with this Cauldron too about surprising yourself. It's like a rich broth and surprising yourself. Like, I feel like they have ascended in ways that may, in a physical sense in life, maybe even monetarily or in their career, that would surprise you. I feel like the time in disconnect that you may have spent with this person, they've accomplished a lot, and I feel like that would surprise you. And I feel like they've almost surprised themselves with what they've been able to do in life. It also speaks about them sort of mixing up this new idea, formulating a new plan here, because we have fate back of deck. Written in the stars. I just heard written in the stars too. There was a plan here. They think that if they're patient enough, there's, you know, unfinished business that needs to be rectified. We have solitude. She's holding a broken heart. That bird here in the corner is sort of not in flight. Looks like it's flown, you know, it missed its opportunity to fly. Missed opportunities leading to brokenness, leading to frustration too, and almost anger at myself. She almost looks very angry or very upset. But I feel like she's, you know, it's upset at herself. Back of deck again, the Fate card. Eileen Chang. What are they dying to say to you? Even though we're not together, I cannot see myself letting you go. I can't release this. And that Ten of Wands talks about this burden, and you can see he's like going from one, it's like one field to the next field. It's like no matter what I do in life, it's going to be a burden that I carry, and it's almost, there's no intention of putting the burden down either. Even if it's difficult, they won't let a single stick drop to that ground. This whole twin flame stuff sometimes scares me. Which is why I feel like they didn't want to say it out loud. You know what I said earlier about the Queen of Cups being a divine feminine, the Emperor being the divine masculine, but they're not equally matched here because it's like they don't want to put that title on it. It makes them uncomfortable to say it completely with assurance and with confidence for some reason. They feel very practical. I don't feel like they like being driven by their emotions either because they want the practical Emperor to reign supreme. I want commitment with you, but just not yet. Unfinished business, just not yet. Patience. Whoops. It says I'm done running. I'm done running from this connection. I can't deny it anymore to myself. I do think about the future, and when I do, I think about you in it. And that's really what this whole, where did it go? It's gone now. The King of Cups, or sorry, the Queen of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, building up a foundation with you. It's not that they haven't thought about it, because they have. I know more than you think. I've thought about living together. So they've allowed their fantasies to sort of run the gamut when it comes to you and this connection. What are they dying to say? Do you want me to? Is this mutual? It's like they don't want to, and sometimes that Emperor is really hesitant to be emotionally vulnerable. He's really hesitant to kind of put that out there because he's afraid of being hurt. So they didn't show themselves as the King of Cups. They showed themselves as that Emperor energy, guarded, sort of armored for a battle, an emotional battle. Making plans, but I need time because you deserve better than this. How things are right this moment, you deserve better than that. I feel like if there is a situation, and again, it will not resonate with everyone, if this is a situation where they have something in place, they don't want to bring you in the midst of that. Can we start over? I am currently wearing a mask. What are they dying to say to you? I'm going to fix it, but first I have to fix me. So that sense of patience in the future, because they seem very practical. They have a plan in place, and it's like they're going to execute it, but it's going to take them time because they may overthink things as well. We do have third-party interference, and on the other side I noticed it says on the fence. I'm on the fence about what to do. What are you dying to say, please? The Knight, I'm so sorry. I've got an apology to bring forward. Perhaps pain that they caused in the past, but they're also sorry because they're in a state of separation as well. I'm tired of holding back. I am afraid to look bad. They're afraid that their reputation will be affected. Let's talk about sex, baby. They're focused on fire, although they didn't show a lot of that to me here. This person may be a little bit shy when it comes to things like that. They didn't really talk about a lot of that fire with me today. There's someone else. So please take that as it resonates. Again, will not resonate with everyone, but for some of you it definitely will. We have unfinished business. That world reversed. Unfinished business, delays and problems. I'm waiting for the right time. This person, like I said, could be too practical. They could be too practically based, because waiting for the right time, that right time may never show up. You know, that's why the Chariot is there, because sometimes we have to make decisions based on our emotions. Sometimes we have to drive towards what we know will emotionally fulfill us, and pontificating too long and thinking about the hows, the whys, the ifs, it just prolongs the decision. So I do feel like waiting for the right time is not necessarily the wisest thing to do. What is it they want to say? What are they dying to get off their chest? Missing you comes in waves. Tonight I am drowning, but I will find my way back to you. You give me an indescribable feeling. Oh, I try not to miss you. I wish I was better at it. I have never been the same since meeting you. You're perfect for me. One more. I'm too afraid that you will reject me, which is why perhaps they're maintaining this planning phase instead of actually executing the plan. I don't want to cause chaos in your life right now. I feel like it's a bit of a scapegoat type of message here, because I feel like they are concerned about chaos in their own life too. They may just say, well, I don't want to do anything to hurt your situation, when in reality they have concerns about their own situation as well. This whole situation haunts me. And I'm forever yours. I am coming forward with an offer for you. But I don't see that in the future. I see patience in the future, in the near future. I did not follow my heart. Need 2 more, please, Spirit. I wish that I had fought harder for us. And I knew the first moment that I saw you. Back of the deck says, has too much time passed. So a fear about the length of time is taking them to put into action what they want. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group 3. People outside on the street. I apologize if you can hear their radio. Love message from your soulmate. What are they dying to say to you? Star card. They're still holding out hope. Oops. And the Knight of Pentacles, but it's going to take them some time to execute their plan because they're so practical. They definitely could be that earth sign. We have the Queen of Wands here. She's in the reverse position. She can sometimes be intimidating with that black cat as a warning. And she can really represent someone who can be maybe a bit of a fiery temper, someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. So they're concerned about what this length of time will do to your perspective of the connection. But they're still hopeful. Aquarius energy, very strong. They're still very hopeful. A lot of letters for you today. We even have J out of the bowl. J and G and P and T and D and V. Wow, lots of letters. 2 P's. 3 P's. We have feel. We also have the trumpet wanting to get your attention. And we have this fishbone in the bowl. And the fishbone reminds me of the 10 of Swords. It's like what has brought us to this point where we feel like we're at rock bottom, where we have nothing left to give of ourselves, where we have lost perhaps a little bit of hope in our situation. But there is, just like that measuring cup charm that I have, it talks about our perspective being very important to reality. So if we think we can, we are right. If we think we can't, we are right. If we think we're done, then we're done. But if we can see a way to formulate a new plan of action towards our goals, then we can formulate a new plan of action. And this star card in the center is a very good sign that this person does not want to give up. They don't care about the length of time, or if it doesn't make sense, they're not ready to give up. All right, group 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with you, and if it did, I would love to hear your story in the comment section below. I would really appreciate it if you would like this video if you enjoyed it. It really helps me to bring more content to you. If you are not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel, and if you do, please hit that notification bell and drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. I have already notified this month's winner, and I'm just waiting to hear back from her. So if you have dropped me a comment, please be sure to check that comment and see if I've responded, because that's my only way to notify the winner at this time. So please check me out on Instagram below as well. I offer a chance to win a free mini read over there, and my Etsy page link is down below for a private reading as well. A lot of people have been going there and it's been empty, but it's because it's been selling out very quickly. But I do update it on every weekday, so be sure to keep checking back, or drop me a line at Etsy and I can help you to kind of navigate the site and get a reading. Unfortunately, I cannot hold space through Etsy, but I have been able to kind of give people a heads up of when I'm going to post so that they have a better chance of getting a reading. I really hope that you come back here though and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day today. Take care.